welcome to TJ Made It. I'm TJ if you're new here. We cook on this channel, love to cook, make delicious recipe. So today, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So I have some ground beef. I'm gonna be making ground beef stir fry. I have some coconut aminos. It's better, it's less on the sodium. I have some minced garlic. I got some minced ginger to help with the spice. It's not gonna be spicy, but just gives it that little spice. That's why I have that. And I'm gonna add some red pepper flake to that. I got some little bit of brown sugar to mix when I make the sauce. And then I got some oyster sauce over here. I got some mixed seasoning with some accent seasoning, of course, for flavor, you know. We got some zucchini to go in that. I got bell pepper, red. I'm mixing it with red, green, and orange. I got onions, and I got some beef base, again, to add to the flavor. So I'm gonna be adding this in there. And then we have some green onions just to top that off at the end when I'm done making everything. And of course, I got some ground cumin and then salt and pepper, black pepper, to mix everything in. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing here today. I hope everybody's doing good. Welcome to TJ Made It. I'm about to make some delicious, amazing meal. Very quick, very easy. You probably already have these things on your hand. Something you can make quick and eat it with rice. You can eat it with chips, whatever way you prefer to. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So let's get cooking. And welcome to TJ Made It. So I have my skillet on the stove right now. It's on, and I'm gonna let that heat up just a little bit, and then we're gonna add the ground beef so it can start cooking. While that's cooking, I'm gonna cut up my vegetables. I'm gonna cut them into big chunks. You can do it long slices, or for this case, I'm cutting it into like little big diced like pieces. That's what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna throw in the pot. And yeah, we're gonna start with the ground beef first. You want the ground beef to be seasoning very well. So right now, I'm gonna add this to my skillet. And just gonna let that cook. You're gonna add some salt, pepper, while it's cooking to help with the seasoning process. I'm gonna add that salt, and I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper to that, just like that. And I'm gonna just let that cook. Just let that cook, and we'll be back to see how that comes out. And then I'm gonna add the veggie. So while that is cooking, I'm just gonna let that cook, and I'm gonna start cutting my veggie. So my vegetables is all washed up and clean for me to start cutting them. And I'm just gonna cut these into big chunk pieces. They have to be cut up in a little bit. Yeah. These sizes, that's big enough. That's how you want it. Or you can do the long, the long cutting, the one like that. You can do it that way. But in this case, I'm just gonna do it like that. And I'm gonna put some red bell pepper in there too. Just like that. Then I'm gonna add the green pepper. There's a lot of veggie because I want a lot in it, and because that's what make the whole stir fry. So you want to make sure you have enough in there. All right. Then my zucchini. So for this, I am actually not gonna peel the zucchini. I cook it like that with the skin on it. It's already washed very well, and I prefer it that way. But sometimes you can peel it off. I do too. But in this case, no, I'm not gonna peel it up. Just leave it on there like that. And then I have my green onion that's already washed up. Just cutting all the veggie. I'm gonna cut that, and then we're gonna go check the ground beef. Check it, stir it, make sure it's cooking well. Then we'll be right back. So my ground beef is all cooked, and I'm gonna transfer this to a bowl. And then we're gonna cook the veggies. We're gonna stir fry the veggies in the same skillet. I'm gonna just move this over. Just like that. Okay. Make sure I get it out. Alright, and I'm gonna leave that little bit of fat in there. And I'm gonna add my veggie into the pot, into the skillet pot. This one. Add the bell pepper and the zucchini. The onions. So just add your veggies to the pot. And I'm gonna let that cook down. Give it about a minute or 2 minutes or so. 1 minute. I want to say 2 minutes actually. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 2 minutes and let it cook down a little bit. Then when we come back, we're gonna add seasoning and stuff like that. So just let that cook. We'll be right back. So the vegetable is actually cooked down now. You can tell it's getting very soft. So to this, I'm going to start adding my seasoning and stuff. But first, we're going to add the minced garlic to this. Add some minced garlic in there. Okay, and then I'm going to add some ginger. We're adding the ginger because the ginger helps with to give it that little bit of spiciness, just a little bit. And then I'm also going to add pepper flake to this. So I'm going to add a little bit more ginger, just a little bit more. Perfect. And then I'm going to add some water. Just a little bit of water because I'm going to make the sauce with the cornstarch, so you don't need to put too much water. But my vegetable is all cooked down. Okay. And then to this, I'm going to add some black pepper. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. I'm going to add some salt. Perfect. Okay. And then we're gonna add the mixed seasoning and the acid seasoning all together. Then you're gonna stir it just like that. And then I'm gonna add some beef base to this. All right. Oh man, that looks so good and it smells so good right now with the ginger and the garlic, everything cooking. Ooh, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna let this simmer down like I low the stove, so it's gonna just cook slowly because I have the stove turned down or really low so I can mix the sauce, and that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so I have some water in here and I'm going to make the sauce. First, I'm gonna put my sugar. Okay. And then I'm gonna add my coconut mayonnaise, soy sauce. I'm gonna mix that well. My sugar is dissolving. If you've been here watching my video for a little bit, you would know that I'm still using the brown sugar that I bought and I left out. That got like dry, so it got hard. That's why the sugar looked like that. So if you see the sugar looking like that and you're wondering, that's why. But I'm gonna use it because I'm not wasteful and I'm not throwing it away. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. Sugar is just hard and it can get dissolved whenever I use it. So yeah, that's what that is. And then I'm gonna add my oyster sauce to this. I'm gonna mix it. Perfect. And then I'm gonna add some crushed red pepper. I don't want enough in there because I just like to have a little bit of spice to my food. But this is how I make ground beef stir fry. Okay, mix that very well. And then to this, I'm also gonna add some dry thyme because I love the smell of thyme and I want that in my food. So I'm gonna mix that in there too. It's gonna be mixed perfectly. Okay. And then I have my sauce. Make sure I get everything out of here. We don't waste nothing around here. Especially with groceries so high. I'm definitely not wasting anything. Make sure I get everything. Yeah. Alright, so this is already, this is my sauce. This is how I make the sauce for my ground beef. Okay. And I'm gonna toss it in here with the ground beef and everything and let that cook all well together, and it will almost be ready to serve. So yeah, we are going to add the mixed sauce in here. Okay. And now I'm gonna add the ground beef back in here. So it cook all the way completely with the sauce. Now I'm just mixing it very well together so the sauce can get into the ground beef. And I'm gonna let that cook for about, I want to say 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes the most, and it should be ready to go. But yeah, this is looking good and it smells good, so whoo, can't wait to eat. We're going to add the cornstarch now, so thicken it up. I'm gonna add that cornstarch to it, like I said. Okay. And I'm gonna just stir it. There you go. And then I'm gonna add some ground cumin for smell. Okay. And taste it to your flavor and see if you need to add more seasoning and anything like that. And I did taste this, so I will add a little bit more salt to mine. Just need a little bit more salt. Just a little salt. And that is perfectly good. Looks So delicious. I love cooking, my goodness, I really do. Alright, and then it's all cooked down. So while that's doing that, I'm gonna grab the green onions and we're gonna add that in there. And we should be ready to go. It should perfectly be ready. This is so easy, it's quick. It's about 10 minutes to cook this. 10-15 minutes to cook this, depending on how well you like to have your food cooked. I like to make sure my food is well cooked. Meat, everything is cooked good because I don't do bloody meat. No, I gotta make sure that stuff is well cooked. So yeah, so it depends what you want and how fast you want this. You can make this as a quick meal. You can eat it like that. You can eat it with rice. You can eat it with chips. Whatever way you prefer. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the green onions and I'm gonna add that on there. I'm gonna serve it in a bowl and you should be ready. I'm just adding my green onions into it. There you go. And we are all ready to serve. But first, I'm gonna do a spoon test real quick so I can taste it. Okay, just do a little bit. Okay, there you go. A little hot. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. It's not even spicy, but it's like a little spice. You smell the ginger, everything. Oh my goodness. Perfect. Okay. So good. All right. Now I'm gonna serve this to a bowl and show you up close. I have a pot right here. I'm gonna fry some tortilla that I'm gonna make into little chips to have this amazing, delicious ground beef stir fry with. Try to stir fry, look up close. I mean, look at that. That looks so good. Perfect lunch to have. You can even do it for dinner. Either or is great. But this is so good. I mean, you just smell the onions, the garlic, the ginger, all the veggies, everything together. It smells so good. I mean, literally, if you guys can smell this, you'll see why I'm so excited talking about it. But it smells good, it tastes good, it is ready to go and serve and eat. Very quick, very easy. So I am gonna stir this into a bowl, into my plate, and prep it with my chips, and I'll be right back. I'm just putting my plate together so I can bring it up close, y'all, so you can look at this. I'm telling you. Oh, I'm so excited. I get so excited for food. Like, oh, it looks so great. And I got it with some chips that I just fried to go with this. So, all right. Oh my goodness, I'm about to show y'all this delicious meal. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You got you a ground beef stir fry with some tortilla chips that I fried. I'm gonna eat this with. I mean, this is so delicious. It's an easy, quick, just amazing. I mean, look at that. Oh, I gotta do the first taste. Well, the second taste. It doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. It's so good. It's so easy. This is so quick. This is so easy. Anybody can make this. You can eat it with whatever you want. In this case, I'm eating it with some chips. Like I said, Very quick and easy. And yeah, you got you a nice bowl of stir fry with some chips on the side. That's what I'm eating mine with. That is it for today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe for the page for more cooking recipe on TJ Made It. Yes, your girl done do it again. I done make some nice meal. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, enjoy my lunch, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care, be safe. God bless you all, and thank you so much for watching TJ Made It. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I gotta keep pressing on that because sometimes I don't know, you have to keep saying things over and over. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all. Thank you, and let me show you one more time. Look at that. Do you see it? I got my chips on the side. Ooh, y'all. All right. Bye, y'all.